What's going on? YouTube, it's Donnie B all day. So I'm bringing you guys something a lot more massive than I could have ever guessed. It came in this box. This is a knife. It's a knife made by Boker. And remember, it's got to say Boker Plus, not Boker Magnum. And this thing, I came prepared. Wow. So this thing, it's called the Boker Plus Piko. It's a Curtis Pico design, I think. I do believe. And let's go over some of this. But first, yeah, that's it right there. That is the entire knife. Now, it's crazy because when you first see it, it does snap open pretty good. You see like this on a really up close image and you're like, wow, that looks pretty cool, man. It looks like, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be bigger. Oh, it's not. You really want to read this description when you pick one of these up. Overall length, 3.5 inches, right? Not closed. Blade length, 1.25 inches. Cutting edge, 1.125 inches. We're going to get into that. Blade width, 0.75 inch. Blade thickness, 0.11. And the blade material, which is good, is 440C. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. It is a sheep's foot design with a flat grind and a stone wash finish. Handle length is 2.125 inches. Handle width is 0.75 inches. Handle thickness is 0.37 inches. And the handle is stainless steel. They have a ton of all the specs on this thing. It's a frame lock, flipper, manual, right hand. Weight is 1.3 ounces. Color gray. They list everything. Do you know why? Because the knife is so tiny, they need a big explanation, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, this thing, I checked it out the other day, is smaller than the length of my finger. Right? Opened up. This is smaller than my finger. But I tell you all the time, every knife has a purpose. It's still a knife. Is it still a knife? Well, let's check it. Let's check it and find out. What I do like about the knife is the overall presence, I guess. Not the size, but just the shape, the contouring, all the lines. It looks nice. If it was bigger, it'd be really nice. But it does pretty good. One thing I hate about this knife is there's no pocket clip or lanyard hole or wear it around the neck type sheath. And I'm going to double check because I know there's something in this box, but I didn't really open it up. But I don't think so. No, it looks like just paper. So that's it. So that means this thing is a where the hell did I put it knife. You really need to know the last place you left it or what pocket it's in before you move somewhere else, leave that room, because you're going to come back and go, where is that damn thing? It's like literally losing your needle when you're about to sew something. If you don't know where it is, you're not going to find it. And I was thinking, this would be good for the little pocket in the jeans. But I'm just so afraid that I'm going to leave it in there when I throw the pants in the washer. That's going to be in there too. How's it built? It's built sturdy. It's built very, very well. I do like that. The design quality itself, I'm a fan of. As far as the overall looks, I do like the slot for opening. I do like the flipper. And here's the thing. This choil sucks. I mean, if I was going to use it like this, sure, why not? It might do the job. But putting your finger on this choil, it leaves you nothing to cut with. I mean, unless you really needed to scrape something off, that would be it. But it's too small for a finger, right? But this choil right here, if you hold this with your thumb, even though you're only here, I mean, if you have smaller hands, you're going to have a little bit more grip. You might have 2 fingers, right? I've got like 1.25 fingers, 1.5 fingers. That's where my grip is right there. So, but I could tell you this, it is locked in my grip. It's not going anywhere, and I mean anywhere, which I really thought that I'm not even going to be able to hold on to this thing. In the reverse grip, if I pinky lock it, it's less stable because I have less hand to hold on to. But if I tuck it under that little pinky flap right there, that little groove, now all of a sudden that thing just turns into a nasty little fighting position, right? And I mean, sure, I could do it this way and I could use it all out jabs and come across, but if I was gonna see, I just put my finger right on it because it's so small. But if I was really gonna need it for any kind of self-defense, I would hold my hand this way. That way, when I come across, that's an edge right there. That's about to happen. Don't use it for that. So the frame lock is really nice. It's really sturdy. It's easy to open for a small knife. I thought this frame lock was going to be incredibly hard to use because of its size. It's fast. I mean, if you want like a gift knife, a gimmick knife, something for the kid, this might be really cool. It seems pretty sharp. Oh, wow. It is absolutely razor sharp. I mean, razor sharp. I didn't expect that. It literally just instantly, I mean, I'm just brushing through my arm, and I don't know if you can see it, but that is a huge bald spot. Okay, so that was razor sharp. I wonder. Oh, yeah. So if you're looking for a micro shave, this thing comes sharp. It comes sharp. Let's see. I'm going to hold it in a pinch grip, right? So I'm going to pinch it between my middle finger and my thumb, and I'm going to use this like a Skinner, right? And it's nice cutting that way. But as far as using this as a like a box cutter type thing, a package opener, without a freaking doubt, that thing is crazy good for that. Now holding it in a full grip, let's see. Wow, that is an absolute shaver. So I'm not gonna lie to you, coming into this, I thought this whole review was gonna be a joke and I was just gonna hate it. Because I got it and I looked in the box and I started going over it and I was like, there's no way. There's just no way I'm gonna freaking, this thing's too small, it's too nothing. But the more I'm holding it and actually using it, I'm finding out what the purpose was, right? And the purpose of something like this, like just cutting open boxes, I'm finding out that is a very usable tool for that. What else? Maybe not much. Maybe not much. Maybe cracking open that letter, opening your new thing of tomatoes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what you have to open. But what I do know is that for the small and simples, it's a cutter. Wood. So what I'll do is I'll try to knock some of this wood down. Actually use a little something to catch the pieces. So what I was saying about the choil, why I hate the choil. Okay, you can't fit your finger in it. So you have a little over an inch and a quarter, whatever it was, for actual blade cutting, or inch and less than a quarter, and you have an inch and I think a half of total blade. If they brought this edge all the way to the flipper, you would have literally all that as cutting edge. That means right here where I'm on that little choil would be cutting edge. I bet this would be a great place to strike spark though with. Be a great like little like you could use this entire knife just for ferro rodding. That's an idea right there. That's an idea. I wish there was a lanyard hole, because if I'm going to ferro rod this, it would be nice to be able to tie it to my bag. But I just got another idea, a little bit of string right around that pillar, and some good stuff. I can hang it. I can noose it from my bag, even like a small ring for ooh, bing. So if you took a ring for, let's say, like a keychain ring, and you went around this bottom pillar, not only would you have a ring that would be going this way, not this way, right? You'd have a ring going this way. Now you can tie it onto anything. You could put it on a carabiner, anything like that. You have your ferro rod knife right there, or your mini cutter. Even, you know what I mean? You want to dissect a mouse if you're eating one in the field. But wow, I just thought of that. That ring, since it would be going this way in this direction, would give you extra handhold. I think I know what I'm going to be doing with this little bugger now. I'm going to put a ring on this, and it's going on my camp bag. That will never get lost. It's going to hang out on my on my go bag, and it's going to be an everyday piece as far as that bag is concerned. Being 440C, I can rely on it being more rust free than some other options. So it's going to work out. So once I have that ring on there, I think this is going to be a whole lot easier. So let's see. Wow. So all right, so this is going to be a fire knife for me. Why? Because I can get a whole lot of that done, and then I'm going to throw spark with it. I guarantee I could probably throw spark with the spine if I need to, possibly this ricasso right here. So what I need to do is find a stick. Hold on. Okay, so these ferro rods are the size I use. I'm not sure what size it is, but these are my ferro rods, and as you can see, I use this a lot. This is every day. It sits in my fireplace. I don't use matches when I light a fire. I only use this. I don't have anything else to light fires with. This is my fire starter. So I'm wondering, it worked inside the choil. I thought that was going to be too much. Let's try the spine. And it's going to work. So I'm thinking this little area right here is going to be, boom, look at that. All right, so the Pico, new feelings on this. I was coming out here to tell you, don't waste your money because you're probably going to lose it. It's too small. It's not going to be any good for you. A little ring to keep this as a dangler, and there's enough room. It would have to be a really thin ring, and I'm wondering if I could put it to the side of the tip. Otherwise, the knife edge is going to hit. If not, I will use leather thread, and I actually have some. Hold on. You held. All right, so check this out. I got this thread. It's like this leather thread, whatever it's called there. And I have this for, like, if I'm doing sheaths or something like that, and I need some. So first of all, I need a cutter. Bingo. And that was easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it while it's closed, because I want to make sure it fits first of all. So I'm just going to take my little thread right there, bang it right through, right? And now I'm going to tie this little bugger down to a size where I need it. So now, rather than, I'm not going to have more grip with this, obviously, like I was thinking with a keychain, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm going to have a good little hold here, and once I get it all tied up and knotted really well, there we go. There we, you know it's tight when you're snapping it off with your hands. So now I'm going to use the actual knife to cut away some of this excess and see if I can wrap it around there. If not, I need another knife because this one's attached. I need another knife. Luckily for me, I have the Cold Steel Ranch Boss sitting right there. So now I'm going to give this a good stretch. That's on there really good. I'm not worried about it. So if I wanted, I could carabine this to the inside of my bag if I really wanted to do that, and I could attach it with a ferro rod, and let's close it up, and I'm just going to pull the string. That way the knife doesn't touch it, right? Check this out. Put them both on a carabiner. You could do it on the inside of the bag or the outside of the bag. Doesn't matter. Inside's always safer. You never want to lose this. So inside of the bag is always safer, but you put them together, even if it's not a carabiner, if it's in a pocket, put them together. Put them together. That right there. Whoo, whoo. Spit on myself. That right there just proved to be a useful tool. Now check this out. So now I just put my finger inside my loop, and now I actually have more grip. That is incredible. I have literally a 3-finger full grip on this, holding onto the loop. You can see how tight it is. It's like I got it nice and squeezed. See that? And maybe see, yeah, there you go. So now you can see how it's indenting in there, which means it's held nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. And I'm cutting. I dropped it. Oh crap! Oh, I think we just made magic happen with this guy. All right, so this little tiny Pico, which I thought was going to suck as far as having a purpose. Well, now I'm glad it's here. I'm glad this thing got sent out because this is cool. This is cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of glue, boop, and I'm going to glue up my knot, right? And then once that's glued, that's fine. I'll even trim this down a little bit more, and that will never, ever, ever come loose. It will be there as long as that string lasts. Holy Moses. So, very simple. I now have a reason for the Pico, and the reason is going to be a survival tool. It went from a open your letters to an absolute survival tool. That's not bad. I don't even know what these things cost. I have no idea. I'm thinking $25 maybe. Let's see if I could pull one up. Let's see. You hold on right there. All right, so I'm finding them for like $30 with shipping. So that means probably $25 with a $5 shipping. So that's how much you can expect to spend and get one to your house if you wanted a small knife that is going to take up no room in your go bag, no room in your camp bag. It's going to be a fire accelerator. And remember, if you had an even thinner ferro rod, I think it would work even better. You'd have just more area to grind down on. So if you don't have a big jumbo ferro rod, a thinner one would be awesome with this thing. I think it would be a great accent piece. So I am pleased. I am very pleased with this little thing that I thought I was going to hate. And the string, it gives me grip. Who'da thunk it? So my knocks on it still are, I wish this was a hollow pin. That would be, if this was a hollow pin, that would be great as a, that way I'd be able to put something different in there as far as a lanyard. But this is going to work, no problem, no issue. My other gripe was the Ricasso. But now that I'm finding out that thing is a spark thrower, I think that gripe is now gone. Gone. So that's it, guys. That is the Boker Plus Piko. And I think that this guy right here, if you have it for a purpose, will be a big time winner. If you're looking for a straight up pocket knife, do not buy this knife. This is not your knife, right? But if you're looking for that little tiny thing to open a box with or open a letter with, that's built like a tank, and it's little enough to put anywhere, or if you really, really are a camper and you like to make fires to survive, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised. 188% surprised. Not so bad. All right. So that's it for that one. That's the Boker Pico. Pico. All right. And that's my dog's middle name. All right. So I am done with this. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.